kind of try it, model it after kind of our mobile mechanic sites. Only because we found that those are, those are working pretty darn well. Is there room for improvement? Of course, there always is. But it just kind of brings a site to alive if you've got a video up here in the header that starts automatically. And then you've got the credibility piece, which in the mobile mechanic sites we've got the credibility piece. And you can just swipe that right off of our site. You've got some good kind of bullet points here, but they're not like jumping out. I have to find them. We service all domestic, Asian, and European vehicles. It's a little bit hard to see that. We need to emphasize that more. ASC certified mechanics. I'm going to want that ASC certified logo somewhere to show that. I'm going to want to emphasize this a little bit more because this is an important point, and I think it's probably pretty safe and standard to put on your site. 12 months or 12,000 mile warranty, okay? And all this other stuff here. People may be looking at this because they can't start their vehicle. Battery, starter, they may need towing, regular vehicle or emergency repairs. These are all valid things. They need to pop out more. It's too hard to see this on here. You've got a video. Let's check it out. Okay. I think it's look, with a video, if you just and I show you how to do this in the course, all for free. You could take the same slideshow that you've got going on here, okay, the same exact slideshow, and you could drop the music and overlay your voice. No matter what your voice sounds like, it doesn't matter. It's more humanized. It sounds like a human. It more personalizes and brings the site more to life. I would just record a script with yourself, and if you don't feel comfortable with your own voice, which I don't think it matters. You just need to sound like a real person. People want that more kind of, not that polished type of thing, although that works too, but I think there's also validity in the whole kind of there's all this fascination with reality TV and stuff like this, and there's this kind of fascination with getting back to what's real and trustworthy. So if you kind of sound like an auto mechanic, like a regular dude or gal, man, I would just record with your own voice and just layer that over. You'll get a lot higher conversion, and if this auto played up here, it'd be kind of like, as I'm looking through this, I'm kind of feel like I'm talking with the owner or something. It gets that little personal connection going on. We tend to get, although we're more connected than ever before because of the internet and social media and all that kind of stuff, we're also at the same time more suspicious than ever before. And anything you can do to your site, to your lead gen site, to make it a little more personable and more trustworthy, where they feel like they're connecting with somebody, if that makes sense, that's a good thing, and that's where the video can come in on here. What I would like you to do is, where are you? Is Rick, is contact my support team. If you'd like to make a different version of this, because you've got a lot of pieces to work with here, and if there's some reason why you want to have the majority of your stuff above the fold. I mean, you got some good stuff above the fold here, but it doesn't pop, it doesn't snap out. And if you'd like to get a site that kind of looks kind of like ours, because that's what we do, then my team would be more than willing to help you out. So just contact my support desk. But that would be my suggestions there. I think you've got a good niche. I think you've got all the right pieces here. You're getting phone calls in. You need to kind of, this is one of those things where you come into with 2 or 3 cities and you kind of tweak it out a little bit. And you start to kind of, and this is part of the tweaking process. And then once you've kind of got it down, not perfection. We don't want to be perfectionists, because perfectionists end up going nowhere. Just improving what you've got, then it would be time at that point to really expand out to a lot of cities. I think you're really onto something good here. Give our support a contact. Let us help you. If you've had troubles with our optimized site and getting the video in and stuff like that, let us help you out with that stuff. Let's get a voice in here and make this more personal on here. Let's get some credibility pieces in here. We can just swipe from the sites that we've already got here, and help you out here. There's some room for improvement on here, and we want the widget here. I'm telling you, I'm seeing a lot of sites that are coming in and people aren't putting the widget on here. Put the widget so you can start charging for those leads. You would be surprised. I was freaked out when we started. We're behind on the curve, but we are adding and adding and adding more and more of our niches. The widget on the side, and it's just like every day we go, we got a new lead coming, got a new lead coming. A lot of people don't want to call. It's really surprising. A lot of people are like, I just want to give you my number, my name, and tell you a little bit about what I'm looking for, and give me a call. So thank you so much for sharing that, and let us return the favor by helping you out any way we can by checking that. Okay, so that was the last question. Let me pop on over here to chat box. Oh, and there's still people in the call. Surprise, surprise. Alrighty, so let me open up the chat box here and get this cranked out here. Alrighty, so cool. Okay, so question here. Got my email accounts from Fiverr. Can you go over again what to do with those? And do I need to hide my IP address before I go to the email to change the phone numbers? No, this is what we do. We go into Fiverr. We just, they change around, but you find somebody that's got some good ratings. Other people have used them and they're happy with it, and that they're phone verified. And we simply just go in there into the Gmail account when we get them right away, and we just change them. And we change them all the same. That's just to keep our system clean. And they have the same recovery address, email address, and the same recovery phone number, and then we just save it. And that way, if we're ever asked to, verify it, we've got the phone number and we know what the email address is going to be. So that's what we do. And don't when you first get the Gmail addresses, put in a recovery email address and a recovery phone number, one that can receive text. So that's usually a cell number or a Skype number that can receive text. Give it a few days, just to kind of settle, and then after a few days, you should be fine. We haven't had any issues with those after that. Alrighty. Cool. Thank you, Dennis. Good. John Wall says, I see a lot of promoting your pay-per-call membership. We've got about 1,100-ish members, and I would say, we've got not all 11. It's just it's the unfortunate fact is that not all 1,200 members are going to even be active, which is amazing to me. But that's just the reality of it. So there's really, like yourself, like people on the call right now are the ones who are the action takers. So don't feel like there's like a I used to feel this way, and I still do sometimes. I have to catch myself. But it's like when I hear somebody get like successful at something, it's like part of me, and I still feel this way sometimes, and I have to work on this. But somebody who's really successful at something, I'm like happy for them, genuinely happy, but at the same time, I have this other feeling like there's this piece of the success pie, and they just got a huge piece of it, and there's like less pie left over for me. So please don't, if you're feeling that way or you relate to what I'm saying, please don't feel that way. It's There are a bagillion niches out there, and there's to go deep with these niches and get to know them and tweak them out and spread them out. Once you've got that, that's your real estate. And I've shared niches, and there's people that come in all the time and copy exactly what I'm doing, the exact same niche, everything. And I'm still doing fine. So I'm not saying that you'll probably ever encounter that, because you're not going to be, vocal in advertising your niches like I do. But know that there's, there really is plenty out there. Alrighty, Bridget, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Awesome. Niels from Africa, his first coaching call. Congratulations. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it, and glad that you're part of the paper call community. All right. Happy birthday to Scott. It's his birthday. Congratulations. One more time around the sun. Do you mind if I put that on my Facebook wall? You can put whatever you want. Whatever I share, you can put whatever you want out there. As far as that picture of that dog cleaning up, absolutely. If you want to do that, it's no problem. True. Yes, this is being recorded. Okay, so Joe is asking on here about this Tube Link Wheel Commando. This is a pretty freaking cool little software system, and it wasn't something that was just like developed, in the last couple of months. It's actually been around for a while. It's just another relaunch of it, and they've done some improvements to it. But I'm really super impressed with it. And if you wanted to use it to rank some videos locally along with your sites, I think it's a great tool. I would never recommend anything that I don't think would benefit you in any way. But let me say, there's always a but, right? Let me just add that if you're already successfully getting videos to page one in your niches, then you can probably ignore that. If you're looking for a tool to kind of leverage and get faster to page one, then this might be a tool that you want to look at a little bit more closely. Cool, Dennis. Okay, good. Awesome. Marco needed to hear that message in the beginning. Good. So I'm just trying to go through questions here. That's not what your country can do for you, but rather what you can do for your country. JFK putting responsibility back in the hands of the individual.